Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by GVTC, Ferris Orthodontics, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Fisher's Market, Sage Capital Bank, HEB, Summerhill Dental, Dermatology San Antonio, and Wick Productions.
And good evening. Welcome to Spring Branch, Texas, home of Smithson Valley High School and the Smithson Valley Rangers. We are at Ranger Stadium this evening, where we get our first look at the 2021 edition of the Smithson Valley Ranger soccer squad. Good evening. I'd like to thank you for joining us. Smithson Valley coming into this one at 6-1 on the early season, 1-0 in district. Taking on a Clemens Buffaloes team who are 9-0-1. They're 2-0 in district. Smithson Valley and Clemens stand among the leaders in District 27, 6A. Check in with the Smithson Valley and many of the Clemens starters here in just a moment as we get those situated. Right now it's a throw-in for Clemens. Getting set to throw in is Max Walsh, junior defenseman. Gets the kick. Stays on him back the line. It'll be a goal kick for Smithson Valley. Now with the ball, J.D. Worley as he passes over. This is Colton Atkins with the ball. Kicked out of bounds. Be a throw-in for the Smithson Valley Rangers. Taking a look at their starting 11 on the field this evening. Matthew Capatillo, he's a midfielder. He's a sophomore for the Rangers. Also, Devin Yosham, senior midfielder. J.D. Worley, one of the sophomores on the varsity squad. Playing defense. He can go either way, defense or midfielder. Playing defense this evening. Jax Atkins, another sophomore from his midfield position, getting the start for the Rangers this evening as we see Clemens there with a throw-in. Be handled by the Smithson Valley goalkeeper Micah Jenkins. Rounding out the starters, Alex Franz, a sophomore defender. Dayton Amaya, sophomore defender as well. Colton Atkins, number 13, he's a senior midfielder. Greg Gelson, only freshman on this varsity squad for Smithson Valley. He gets to start as a defender. It's Clemens right now on the dribble. Taking in to the zone and kicked out by Smithson Valley. Here's a kick that sails over the net. This will result in a goal kick for the Rangers. Colton Sabatini, junior defender, and Teague Maples will round out the starting 11 for the Rangers this evening. Teague, a senior defender, and of course, as we mentioned earlier, starting in goal, Micah Jenkins. Now on the attack, Smithson Valley is this one kicked out. At the touchline, this will result in a corner kick for Smithson Valley, and all to take this is Colton Atkins. Head coach Eric Nichols. The squad ready for this one. This shot on goal, nothing doing as it was just a little bit high. This will result in a goal kick for the Clemens Buffaloes. This one kicked out. Hayden Sharp handling, passing. Now taken over. J.D. Worley for Smithson Valley. Here's midfield. Smithson Valley loses the ball over to Clemens. This is Christian Govea with the ball. Giving chase is Dalen Burris. We'll talk about him a little bit later. Among the leading scorers for this Clemens squad. Was named player of the game. I guess a form of man of the match by our friends in Max Preps for several games, several matches, we should say, thus far this season. Smithson Valley now in control. This is Jochum. Ball kicked back, and the Clemens Buffaloes take over. Brett Minyard with a kick for the Buffaloes. This one kicked out of bounds. So we try to put things together and give you the starters for Clemens. We'll be back with as much of that information as humanly possible. Here's Smithson Valley now with the ball in the Clemens zone. It's kicked away and a whistle. See the penalty being called right there. On Smithson Valley, it'll be a free kick for Clemens. And the Buffaloes get it away. Handling Matthew Capetillo. Capetillo back to J.D. Worley. And the Rangers trying to set something up. Rangers without the services of leading scorer Ryan Harley this evening. 6 goals, 1 assist on the season. This one out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Clemens. Also, as we mentioned on the field, Colton Atkins, 4 goals and 5 assists thus far on the early season for the Smithson Valley Rangers. Offensive performance turning around just over 3 goals a game, about 3.14 to be exact. Defensively, they're averaging .83 goals against average and 4 shutouts on the season. We'll take a look at what they've done thus far here momentarily. Now the 7th minute, 32 minutes and change left here in the first half. Just underway, score still remains 0-0 for Smithson Valley and for Clemens. Clemens just gets this one out of bounds. And Smithson Valley will have possession. Be a throw-in for the Rangers. Teague Maples over to Greg Gelson. Back out of bounds. And whistles, will check what these whistles are all about. Maybe just trying to get things situated. Is coming on to throw this in Dalen Burris for Clemens. Looking at some of his numbers, in 8 games, Burris has scored 9 goals, 8 assists, total of 26 points on the young season for Burris. He's a senior striker, his 4th year on the Buffalo varsity squad. Now the ball kicked out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Clemens. To perform that, number 20, that's Jordan Betterton. Setting up Clemens now. This will apparently be a throw. The ball sailed out of bounds. On to throw that in is Burris. Nice save that time by the Smithson Valley goalie, Jenkins. Luke Brio in goal for Clemens this evening. He's taken turns. Brio is senior. He's taken turns with White. It seems they have alternated during their matches thus far this season. Brio getting one half, White getting the other half. We will take a look at some of their numbers. Brio 26 saves thus far on the season. He's given up 4 goals. His counterpart White has given up 3 and has had 15 saves on the season. So Clemens prepares for a goal kick. Brio handles that. This one's sailing. It'll be handled by Smithson Valley. Just off. Rangers now in possession. Ball intercepted by Arango for Clemens. Leo Arango, junior forward, returning to the varsity this season. Out of bounds, this will result in a Clemens throw-in. Another ball sail out of bounds. You know, one of the things about soccer matches at any level, you know, not only with the players on the field for in some cases, depending on what level you're playing at. Here it's 80 minutes, well over an hour. The ball shaggers, in some case, they get their own workout as well. Now, a lot of bench players will take care of those responsibilities this evening for both squads. Smithson Valley now with the ball with possession. This one a whistle. And he will call for time. So the clock stops. 28:09 left to go here in the first half. Smithson Valley player, I believe that was Yochum, the senior midfielder, up following a spell. And moving under his own power, J.D. Worley on to form the free kick for the Rangers. And the clock will start. Devon's touch of the ball. It is in the zone trying to find an opening, and nothing doing there as Clemens comes away with the ball. Downfield pass trying to control is Arango, Leo Arango. And this one sails out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Smithson Valley. So we check the starters for Clemens this evening. They go with the junior forward Leo Arango, as we mentioned. Number 5, Hayden Sharp, senior defenseman on the field. Dallin Burris. Rangers almost had a breakaway there before that was broken up by the goalie for Clemens, being Luke Brio. It's coming on for the throw-in is Teague Maples for Smithson Valley. On back to Maples. This one kicked away, back out of bounds. Shai Charles, a senior midfielder, in the start for Clemens, along with Max Walsh, who was a senior defenseman. Midfielder Brent Minyard. Jordan Betterton, the junior defenseman, on the pitch. So Karsten Gunia, he is the senior forward. And as we mentioned earlier, Luke Brio, the man minding the net this evening for Clemens. "26 minutes and change left to go here in the first half. Both teams scoreless. Both teams managing to get in on a couple of drives this evening on each other's end. Smithson Valley kicks this back to Jenkins. This one sails out. Coming over into your picture there, Jax Atkins is there on defense as one of the Clemens Buffaloes comes over, finally picks up the ball and gets set for the throw-in. That would be Aiden Peterson. He's a sophomore defenseman. Also on the pitch this evening in the starting role for the Buffaloes. This one kicked out of bounds. That one resulting in a corner kick. This will be Christian Govea, the junior midfielder, on for the corner kick for Clemens. Body set, awaiting the whistle from the referee. Or not. Goal attempt that time by Burris. We notice here, corner kick coming down. Burris with the top of his head just missing. Good play in goal, too, in net there by Micah Jenkins. And it results in another corner kick for the Clemens Buffaloes. This one batted away. Shot that time by Brett Minyard. Sails over the net. Notice here on the replay, it was a good set on the rebound. Minyard comes away with it, but just a little bit too much trajectory. Clemens with the throw. The handling sharp. This one goes back to Luke Breu, who throws it out, puts the ball in play. Downfield, Burris. This time Govea tries to keep it in play and does. Just under 23 minutes now left here in the first half. We played 0-0 thus far. Is coming away with the ball is Hayden Sharp, trying to make something happen over to Govea. Here's Govea on the dribble. Shot that time taken by Shai Charles, and that will sail out across the back line. Be a goal kick for Micah Jenkins and the Smithson Valley Rangers. Talking about Dalen Burris's performance for the Clemens Buffaloes, it also includes a game where he scored a goal and had 2 points, and that was, of course, on January the 2nd against Johnson. He's had several one-goal games thus far. Thought I'd seen where Burris had exploded for 3 in one game, but that may be some stats I need to check in my stat packet. We'll do that momentarily. Smithson Valley with the ball now. Trying to set something up. This one intercepted. Back in possession by the Rangers, and they're running. That time Alex Franz had a step on his defender, as Max Walsh was pasted right there with him. Ball sails out of bounds. This will be a throw in for Teague Maples. He finds teammate Colton Atkins. Ball stolen by Clemens, and back over in possession of Smithson Valley. Clemens now on the attack. I knew I found Burris with 3 goals in one game. This was back January 26th when Clemens played South San. Burris exploded for a hat trick and 2 assists, gathered in 8 points in that match. Definitely somebody to keep an eye on, as he certainly played his part in Clemens' stellar undefeated record thus far this season. We were mentioning earlier that Clemens, Smithson Valley, and East Central among the leaders in 27-6A. And coincidentally, speaking of East Central, that'll be the next Smithson Valley boys soccer broadcast here on the Ranger Network. Takes place a week from this coming Friday. Action will be played right here at Smithson Valley, Spring Branch. And the East Central Hornets will be next up on the broadcast docket on the Ranger Network. Clemens with control. They tried to get the ball out of their own end. Sharp on the dribble, trying to kick it over. This time it's Gouveia with possession. Christian Gouveia to Minyard, as the Buffaloes trying to set something up. Micah Jenkins with the save on that attempted shot. And the kick, only one apparent threat earlier. Here's Clemens on the dribble, and Shai Charles, he gives the ball up to Smithson Valley. Now Rangers trying to fight for possession and will come away with it. Here's Franz on the dribble. Franz taking it in. This one will sail out across the back line. And this will result in a corner kick for the Smithson Valley Rangers. Over to take it is Colton Atkins. See the timer. We played more than half of this first half. Still to a 0-0 score. Atkins the kick. Trying to cross and set something up there. To no avail, and Clemens comes away with the ball as they try to move it down the field. Ball kicked out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in for Clemens. See right there, Colton Sabatini got to the ball to kick it out of bounds, resulting in a Clemens throw-in. Clemens with possession. Now starting to move. Here's Burris. Shot on goal. That one falls true for the Clemens Buffaloes. So Burris adds to his scoring totals by putting one in the back of the net. You see here on the replay, nice setup that time by Charles. Left-footed kick by Burris. Just getting past the Ranger netminder. Puts the Buffaloes on the board 1-0. Smithson Valley now with possession. Trying to send the ball in. Breu the stop. Breu with the throw out. Sharp that time controlled. The kick. This will sail out of bounds off the foot of a Smithson Valley Ranger. It'll be a throw in for Clemens. So at the 16:56 mark. According to the clock, it was Burris with a goal. Give the assist to Shai Charles. And Clemens takes a 1-0 lead. Whistle's getting set for the throw-in now. This is Teague Maples. This is the Rangers would be nice for the Rangers. Get an answer right before the halftime whistle and get things knotted up. Throw in, whistles once again from the officials. We'll check this. Now the ball goes over. It will be Devin Yochum. Ball sails out of bounds. Apparently a free kick coming for Smithson Valley. On to take this. Colton Sabatini, the junior defenseman. The ball is up. Plenty of whistles here in this first half. We'll check this. There was an infraction. That'll be a free kick coming up. Check this again. Smithson Valley getting a free kick out of this one. This could be just what the doctor ordered if they can set things up properly. And we're just about set to get back underway. There's the whistle. The kick. In the net. And the Rangers tie it. Off a free kick. The ball sails past the netminder Breu. And our score now 1-1. 13 minutes and change left to go here in the first half. You can see that great goal, good placement. We get set to get back into play. Referee getting things started. We've got a brand new match here with a little over 13 minutes left to go here in the first. Smithson Valley currently with possession. Trying to move, set something up. This one will sail out of bounds. This will be a throw in for the Clemens Buffaloes. A little something to let you know about in the world of Smithson Valley athletics and what's going on. The Athletic Booster Club will be sponsoring an all sports raffle. I want to tell you about this. Okay, the goal is to raise, well, right in the neighborhood of $100,000. Now, to purchase equipment and provide scholarships to athletes. You notice the vests that the soccer team was wearing this evening. Well, that's all part of the funds raised by the Athletic Booster Club, and that and so many other great causes that benefit the athletic department are what these funds are used for, among a myriad of sports. As a matter of fact, we'll let you know about that. All 12 UIL sports, as a matter of fact, will benefit from monies raised from this benefit. Raffle tickets are only $10 a piece. And this goes to a variety of needs, as we mentioned. This is very important, especially in today's situation of not being able to have the annual gala in person, okay? Still got to get those funds in to benefit our soccer programs, or our athletic programs, as we see an injured Clemens Buffalo down on the field. That being Gouveia, and they're calling for a trainer to come over. As they do, we'll take a break here and join you in just a moment. Our score 1-1 between the Rangers and the Clemens Buffaloes here on the Rangers Network.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by GVTC, Ferris Orthodontics, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Fisher's Market, Sage Capital Bank, HEB, Summerhill Dental, Dermatology San Antonio, and Wick Productions.
Hi, I'm Donna. I'm so excited to welcome Dermatology San Antonio to Smithson Valley.
I think we made a great decision.
You know, you have a beautiful office, but I brought a few things that I think you're really going to like.
Donna?
Principal Wall, are you here to welcome Dermatology San Antonio to Smithson Valley as well?
No, I'm here for my 3 o'clock Diamond Glow facial.
Principal Wall.
Back to live action this evening. It's a big clash of 27-6A as the Smithson Valley Rangers and the Clemens Buffaloes all tied at 1. About 10 and a half minutes left to go here in the first half. We were talking about the raffle prior to the injury. Glad to see the player off the field. He's going to go to the locker room, I guess, for further examination, and that'll be Christian Gouveia. Certainly hope to see him return to action this evening. The young man, he did a good job setting up that first Clemens goal, and we have another injury, and this time looks like Burris that's down. The young man who scored. The Clemens goal. That was at the 16:56 mark, with 16:56 on the clock, the 23rd minute otherwise. He seems to be up under his own power. Clemens will have a free kick, and they do so. This one, nice save, coming away, kicked out of bounds. We'll check this. This will be Clemens' throw as Burris comes on to throw this in. We were talking about a raffle being put on by the Smithson Valley Athletic Booster Club, which will be coming up. It's actually going on now. And as we were mentioning, this is important. The live gala with live presentation, people being able to congregate, not going to be able to happen this year, of course, due to the coronavirus pandemic and the repercussions thereof. So it's very important that this raffle is a success, and knowing Smithson Valley, of course, it's going to be. One thing about the Ranger faithful is they get behind their athletic programs. Let me let you know some of the great prizes that are up to win in this athletic Booster Club's raffle. Full set of braces donated by our friends at Next Level Orthodontics. Also, a Louis Vuitton bag will be available. It's one of the raffle items. Yeti Tundra Hall-wheeled hard cooler. This is in Navy. Those things are really, really helpful, handy. Tailgates and so much more. Apple AirPods Pro and a Samsung 65-inch smart TV. That's all for one chance of only $10. Drawing takes place now through February 28th at 7 p.m. The drawing will be held live right here on the Ranger Network. You can find out that you won one of those 5 fabulous prizes that we just mentioned moments ago. Okay, winners will be contacted on March the 1st. Get your tickets now online through your favorite Smithson Valley athlete. Of course, the Smithson Valley Athletic Booster Club has a link on their Facebook page as well. We want to participate. Let's get behind the Smithson Valley athletes and show them some love in this drawing through February 28th. Here's Burris trying to move it down. Saved by Jenkins. Knocked away by Jenkins more appropriately. This one saved in, and now they're saying it went out of bounds, so this should be a throw for Smithson Valley now. 6:54 on the clock here remaining in the first half. We're all tied at 1. There's the throw. Ball volleyed about by both teams. Sails out of bounds once again, and this is a throw in for the Rangers. There's a throw that's batted away, and the ball cleared by Clemens. Smithson Valley takes back over. Talking about the loss being felt of Ryan Harley this evening, who's not in the lineup for the Smithson Valley Rangers. He himself had a big 3-game output. That happened back on January 2nd. As the Rangers defeated San Antonio Reagan 4-1. Another goal coming from Colton Atkins. It was Atkins, Harley, Xavier Spotansky, and Andrei Mamsilovich scored goals in the following game, or the game on Thursday, the 14th of January, a big 5-0 win in the Ranger Classic that Smithson Valley had over Kyle Lehman. All out of bounds. This will result in a throw-in for the Clemens Buffaloes. Smithson Valley, as we mentioned, one blemish on the year, and that came at the hands of Austin Lake Travis back on the 22nd, Friday the 22nd of January, in a 3-0 loss. Other than that, the Rangers have been spot on. You can take lessons out of those hard times and translate them into what you can do positively for the remainder of the season. Kick saved by Smithson Valley. They have possessions. They try to get it out of their own end. This time a whistle. As we check out the infraction right there. It'll be a free kick for the Rangers. Ball knocked out of bounds by Clemens. Just over 3.5 minutes left to go. Here in what's been a kind of test your opponent first half for both the Rangers and the Clemens Buffaloes. Here's Clemens moving. On the dribble. Shifting back is Caleb Callahan. Now a shot. Nice knock away. Burris. His shot high. As you notice here, the ball comes across. Knocked away by Jenkins, and Burris had the opportunity, but that sailed. It was almost a good field goal there, if you notice. Just sailed over the net. And we remain tied at 1. Out of bounds throw in to Smithson Valley. Now Clemens with possession as they try to move down and set up a scoring opportunity. And Smithson Valley comes away with the ball. Clemens, no whistle that time. Nothing there. Buffaloes have the ball. Trying to move down pass that time intended for Arango. Intercepted by Smithson Valley. Here's Yochum on the attack. Gives it up. And this is Burris. Burris ahead. Jenkins will gather it in. With 1:20 left to go first half. Here's the kick for Micah Jenkins. Liam Reitner comes away with it. Ball moves over to the possession of Smithson Valley. And whistle. This will result in a free kick for the Rangers as J.D. Worley takes it. Downfield. Almost got past the goalie, who came out to almost make an ill-advised stop. As we take a look at this. Goalie comes out to gather it in. That was almost a free shot if he would have hesitated just a moment from Amsilovic. With 35 ticks of the clock left to go in the first half, the Clemens goalie, Luke Breu, is down, and you can imagine after such a collision, he might be seeing his share of stars right now at this point, but he gets up under his own power. We were mentioning Breu and Jacob White been alternating by halves for the Clemens Buffaloes in their currently undefeated season. One tie on the year for Clemens. Season, or the history between Smithson Valley and the Clemens Buffaloes come out in favor. The game history, the match history more appropriately, 8-2-2 over the years. Clemens, the winner of the last 5, dated back to the 1st of January of 2019 and a 4-0 win over the Rangers. Last time they met, February 21st of last year, in a 3-2 win. Goalie in net for Clemens. That's Jacob White, number 98. Made his appearance just a little bit earlier than in previous matches. We got about a little over 10 seconds left to go in the first half of a 1-1 tie. Shot sails across the back line. Was going to be a goal kick, but didn't get it off in time, and we played one half of football, of soccer here at Smithson Valley. Our score, Rangers 1, the Clemens Buffaloes 1. We'll be back with second half action in just a moment, right here on the Ranger Network.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by GVTC, Ferris Orthodontics, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Fisher's Market, Sage Capital Bank, HEB, Summerhill Dental, Dermatology San Antonio, and Wick Productions.
Hi, I'm Donna. I'm so excited to welcome Dermatology San Antonio to Smithson Valley.
I think we made a great decision.
You know, you have a beautiful office, but I brought a few things that I think you're really going to like.
Donna?
Principal Wall, are you here to welcome Dermatology San Antonio to Smithson Valley as well?
No, I'm here for my 3 o'clock Diamond Glow facial.
Principal Wall.
A whole lot of things have changed over the past few months, but some things have stayed just the same. Here at Smithson Valley, we are still making your kids smile. You may not see that as easily with those masks on, but those smiles are just beneath. And when all this passes, and it will, you'll really be reminded of how we just keep making them smile. Thank you for your trust and support, and get your guns up. A whole lot of things have changed over the past few months, but some things have stayed just the same. Here at Smithson Valley, we are still making your kids smile. You may not see that as easily with those masks on, but those smiles are just beneath. And when all this passes, and it will, you'll really be reminded of how we just keep making them smile. Thank you for your trust and support, and get your guns up.
I'm Dr. Matt Bayless with Summerhill Dental. If you've been putting off going to see the dentist out of fear, I want you to know that it's time to go see your dentist. We have a procedure in place on how we intake patients and how we handle all patients to make sure everybody's experience here at our office is safe and productive. People have been afraid to go to the dentist just for a routine cleaning, but we've got you covered. It's time to come back and see your dentist. Summerhill Dental, your Smithson Valley dentist.
Hi, I'm Kelly Irwin. Sage Capital Bank is proud to partner with Comel ISD in supporting our community, families, and students. Go Rangers!
Hi, I'm Brenda Bueno, Loan Assistant at Sage Capital Bank. We want to give a shout out to all the Smithson Valley coaches and teachers for all that they do. Go Rangers!
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by GVTC, Ferris Orthodontics, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Fisher's Market, Sage Capital Bank, HEB, Summerhill Dental, Dermatology San Antonio, and Wick Productions.
Hi, I'm Donna. I'm so excited to welcome Dermatology San Antonio to Smithson Valley.
I think we made a great decision.
You know, you have a beautiful office, but I brought a few things that I think you're really going to like.
Donna?
Principal Wall, are you here to welcome Dermatology San Antonio to Smithson Valley as well?
No, I'm here for my 3 o'clock Diamond Glow facial.
Principal Wall.
A whole lot of things have changed over the past few months, but some things have stayed just the same. Here at Smithson Valley, we are still making your kids smile. You may not see that as easily with those masks on, but those smiles are just beneath. And when all this passes, and it will, you'll really be reminded of how we just keep making them smile. Thank you for your trust and support, and get your guns up. A whole lot of things have changed over the past few months, but some things have stayed just the same. Here at Smithson Valley, we are still making your kids smile. You may not see that as easily with those masks on, but those smiles are just beneath. And when all this passes, and it will, you'll really be reminded of how we just keep making them smile. Thank you for your trust and support, and get your guns up.
I'm Dr. Matt Bayless with Summerhill Dental. If you've been putting off going to see the dentist out of fear, I want you to know that it's time to go see your dentist. We have a procedure in place on how we intake patients and how we handle all patients to make sure everybody's experience here at our office is safe and productive. People have been afraid to go to the dentist just for a routine cleaning, but we've got you covered. It's time to come back and see your dentist. Summerhill Dental, your Smithson Valley dentist.
Hi, I'm Kelly Irwin. Sage Capital Bank is proud to partner with Comel ISD in supporting our community, families, and students. Go Rangers!
Hi, I'm Brenda Bueno, Loan Assistant at Sage Capital Bank. We want to give a shout out to all the Smithson Valley coaches and teachers for all that they do. Go Rangers!
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by GVTC, Ferris Orthodontics, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Fisher's Market, Sage Capital Bank, HEB, Summerhill Dental, Dermatology San Antonio, and Wick Productions.
Hi, I'm Donna. I'm so excited to welcome Dermatology San Antonio to Smithson Valley.
I think we made a great decision.
You know, you have a beautiful office, but I brought a few things that I think you're really going to like.
Donna?
Principal Wall, are you here to welcome Dermatology San Antonio to Smithson Valley as well?
No, I'm here for my 3 o'clock Diamond Glow facial.
Principal Wall.
A whole lot of things have changed over the past few months, but some things have stayed just the same. Here at Smithson Valley, we are still making your kids smile. You may not see that as easily with those masks on, but those smiles are just beneath. And when all this passes, and it will, you'll really be reminded of how we just keep making them smile. Thank you for your trust and support, and get your guns up.
Back just before second half action here at Spring Branch, campus of Smithson Valley High School. We're at the 26th minute this evening. Colton Atkins had an equalizer to tie things up. Pick up his third goal of the season to even things at 1. That following a Burris goal at the 23rd minute. of the first half. We're all even at 1. Rangers set to get back into second half action. See if we could take a look here momentarily at district standings, see how things are shaping up in District 27 6A. Got the Clemens Buffaloes on top, as we were mentioning, 2 district wins thus far. Smithson Valley and East Central right behind the Rangers at 1-0 thus far. The Hornets 1-0-1 as they've got a tie. 1-1 win-loss for the Steel Knights. We're talking about the East Central Hornets, who we see there sitting in third. That will be our next Rangers broadcast of Smithson Valley Soccer. And that will take place 1 week from this Friday night, which will be February the 12th. And you don't want to miss it. We'll be right here for the showdown between the Rangers and the Hornets. Moments away from getting the referee to blow the whistle and get back in action. Let's take a look at that goal once again. We call the equalizer thus far this evening. See. Well, we'll do that momentarily. We'll get back to that as there be an instance to find the clip, and we'll show you that momentarily. It was a thing of beauty off a free kick, as we were mentioning, in the 26th minute. Colton Atkins picking up his 3rd goal of the season on that kick to tie things at 1. So we see the Smithson Valley Rangers in their huddle prior to second half action. As right now we look at the far side of the field, and the Clemens Buffaloes making their way back out to the locker room as we put another 40 minutes on the clock and get set to start this one. Mentioning the play of Burris for the Clemens Buffaloes, that being Dalen Burris. Call it 10 goals after tonight as he picked up his 10th here. Followed closely in the scoring category. Well, actually equaling the output of the senior Caleb Callahan, who had 10 goals coming into play this evening. We take a look at the Buffaloes now making their way onto the field, waiting the referee's whistle. Smithson Valley, as we look over the season thus far, wins to start the season back in January 2nd, as a matter of fact. 4-1 win over Reagan. Talking about goals from Colton Atkins, the aforementioned, Ryan Harley, Andrei Momsilovic, and Spotansky. Xavier Spotansky got a goal in that game. That would be the widower Kyle Lehman. Ryan Harley with a hat trick over San Antonio Reagan back on the 2nd of January. On the 16th, it was Smithson Valley over MacArthur, 2-0. And later on that day, the Rangers would put up a 4-1 win over San Antonio Veterans Memorial. Smithson Valley, a 3-0 win over San Antonio McCullum on the 19th of January. As we mentioned, their only blemish thus far on the season, a 3-0 loss to Austin Lake Travis. That back just a couple of weeks ago, the 22nd of January. But they rebounded in a big way with a 4-0 win over San Antonio Wagner on the 26th. And tonight, we stand tied at 1 as we head into second half play. Rangers control the ball. As we were talking about, a new goaltender in goal for Clemens, that being Jacob White. Take a look at some of his numbers here momentarily. As we're just underway second half, and a 1-1 tie on the field. White's numbers given up 3 goals, 15 saves thus far on the season for the senior goalkeeper. There's Clemens coming on the dribble. Attempt to take it away, no go as the Buffaloes have it. Reichner moving the ball downfield. This is Callahan. Callahan the kick over, and the ball intercepted. It was Atkins for Smithson Valley. Now on the dribble, Minyard. Minyard over to Reichner. As the Buffaloes try to penetrate, but good Rangers defense takes that away. J.D. Worley now on the kick. This is Jax Atkins. And the ball goes over to Clemens once again as Reichner on the kick over to Burris. Burris driving, trying to center. Callahan, nothing doing there as the ball is being taken away by the Rangers. And back into the possession of the Clemens Buffaloes. As this is Minyard trying to penetrate. Back to Burris. Ball gets kicked away. No whistle from the referee. No harm, no foul. Ball comes down. It's kicked out of bounds. That'll result in a throw-in. We touched on the season series a little bit earlier between Clemens and Smithson Valley. Clemens leads the series 8-2-2. Winners of 5 straight. The last time that there was a Smithson Valley win, actually, we go back to the 4th of March of 2016 when the Rangers defeated the Clemens Buffaloes by a score of 3-1. Rangers and Buffaloes played to a 3-3 tie back on March 9th of 2018. This is Clemens, pass ahead to Burris. Centers, shot. This one gathered in by Micah Jenkins. Following Minyard's shot on goal. Kick down, giving chase. Nothing doing there that time as Jacob White comes away with a save. Look for a moment right there like Atkins was about to get his second goal of the game as he broke away. But good heads-up play in hands by Jacob White to gather that in and thwart a Rangers scoring opportunity. Here's Clemens with possession. Kick down of bounds. This will result in a free kick following the referee pointing out an infraction. It's Clemens once again trying to move. And they have a man loose. It's coming out. Jenkins kicks it away. Good heads-up play by the Ranger goalkeeper. Great play to save the Rangers from a potential score against. Will result in a throw for Clemens. Dalen Burris gets set to throw this in for the Buffaloes. Just underway here, second half. burst. This will sail out of bounds, and this will result in a Smithson Valley throw. Talk about other scoring threats on this Clemens squad to be wary of. That would be Caleb Callahan. He picked up a pair of goals and was named the Clemens Player of the Game for the game on January 8th against the MacArthur Brahmas. That honor presented or bestowed on Caleb Callahan by our friends at Max Preps. He scored 2 goals. Casson Dilworth with 2 goals in that match as well. That part of the Northeast Northside Showcase, which took place in early January in San Antonio. Well, as we get things sorted out by the officiating crew. And we get set for a Smithson Valley throw-in, as with the throw-in, Dayton Amaya, a junior defender. This one kicked out of bounds. It'll be another Smithson Valley throw. Ball in quickly. This to Colton Atkins. And remember, there are 2 Atkins on this squad. Dribble as the Rangers try to move the ball down. Now Yochum shot on goal. This one's saved by Jacob White. And the ball comes over to the Clemens Buffaloes. Speaking of the aforementioned Caleb Callahan, there he is handling the ball. Over to Charles. Charles dribbles. Gets the ball out to Minyard and back to Callahan. Callahan handling a whistle, and possession will go over to the Smithson Valley Rangers following an infraction. We'll take a look at this. I believe they called it right there, as they did on Caleb Callahan. So it's a free kick. That one off the foot of J.D. Worley. Rangers in possession. This kick sails over the goal. This will be a goal kick for the Clemens Buffaloes. Checking the goalkeep, I'm not too sure that is not the original goalkeep. Luke Breo back in the game. We'll have to check that momentarily. As we know, White came in to spell him for the waning moments there of the first half. Here's the kick, Orango, now taken over by Smithson Valley. Rangers on the attack. Whistle that time. They're going to get Orango, and this will be a free kick, or should be a free kick. Correction. See where the infraction comes in. Smithson Valley with the possession. They kick, try to move the ball down into the zone. This is Amaya as he tries to work his way down. This one off a Clemens defender, not a bounce. As we get a whistle from the referee and a yellow card, I believe, is being presented. And we will see who that yellow card was presented to. Either way, it occurs in the 49th minute of tonight's match. And this one apparently on a member of the Clemens Buffalo squad. Is that time Atkins trying to work with the ball. Nothing doing there. Referee says this is out on Smithson Valley, and it'll be a throw in for Clemens. We'll check that. That is the case. As Aiden Peterson comes off, does not work the throw in. This will be a throw in for the Buffaloes, though, deep in their own end. Trying to work it out. Ball taken over by the Rangers. Clemens giving chase. Here's Callahan on the attack, dribbling down. Attempts to pass it over to Arango. The ball will go out of bounds. It's off a Smithson Valley defender. It'll be a throw in for the Buffaloes. Smithson Valley tries to take it over. Shot on goal. Nice save. And this time the rebound goes in, and Burris will get his second goal of the night. We notice the replay. Callahan sets it up. It's a nice save. And Burris just Johnny on the spot to put that in the back of the net for the second time this evening. And Clemens goes out to a 2-1 lead. That goal scored in the 50th minute. So Burris will get his 11th goal of the season thus far, his second of the evening. And the Clemens Buffaloes will take the lead. Smithson Valley now with possession, looking for another equalizer. Possession taken over by Clemens. They try to keep play alive, keep the ball in bounds, and do so. Callahan and Dayton Amaya tangled up there. They say it was a foul on Amaya, and it'll be a free kick for Clemens. On to take this is Casson Dilworth, as we mentioned, among one of the leading scorers for the Buffaloes on the season. Dilworth had his share of being named Clemens Player of the Game for several matches thus far this season by our friends at Max Preps. Jenkins gathers the ball in. Sails it down, and this one taken in by the Clemens goalie, who puts balls in play for the Buffaloes. Here's Burris. Kick downfield, trying to set things up for another scoring opportunity, but this will go out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in for the Clemens Buffaloes. Is getting set to throw this in. I believe that's Burris on the far side of the field. It is number 7. He passes this one in to Turner. Trying to work down to Callahan, who had his defender beat, but Smithson Valley comes away with the steal. Giving chase is Max Walsh. Dilworth. Kick for the Rangers, sails out of the back end, or the back line, rather. That was a goal kick for Clemens. It looks like Luke Breu back in goal, number 99. As Clemens knocks this out of bounds, should be a throw in for the Rangers. And that is the case. "26 minutes and change left to go in our match this evening. And a Dalen Burris goal at the 50th minute broke a 1-all tie. Clemens now up 2-1 over Smithson Valley. And the Rangers moving down with the ball is taken over. This is Max Walsh. Over to Dilworth. Downfield, Charles trying to find an open man. This one taken away by Amaya, not a bounce. And the throw will go to the Smithson Valley Rangers. Or correction, that will be a free kick for Smithson Valley. J.D. Worley on to take care of that. Rangers with possession, ball taken away by Minyard. Minyard working along with Colton Atkins, defending him. Now, who's this out on? They're saying this is out on Clemens. And the Rangers with the throw in. Long throw in trying to set up Alex Franz. Ball goes out of bounds, and the Rangers will have another throw in, Devin Yochum. With the throw in for Smithson Valley. Rangers looking for the equalizer. Down to the Clemens end. Shot out across the back line. We'll see who last touched this. I believe they're saying it was Clemens, so this will result in a corner kick for the Smithson Valley Rangers. Known to take this, Jax Atkins. Still plenty of time to get back into this one, but the Rangers need to strike while things are hot. There's the kick toward the goal. Clemens comes away with the ball. Knocks it out of harm's way as giving chase is Hayden Sharp. Let's go out of bounds, and it'll be a throw in for Smithson Valley. Yochum on to throw the ball in for the Rangers. To recap, in the 23rd minute of the first half, it was Burris with his first goal of the evening. I believe we give the assist to Callahan on that. It was 1-0 at that point, but it wasn't 3 minutes later that Colton Atkins picks up his third goal of the season. Shot off a free kick, and coming in the 26th minute to tie things at 1 heading into the halftime locker room. Coming downfield, this is Callahan. He hands off, gets it back. Ball saved by Betterton. And this is Burris. This ball sails out and result in a goal kick for Smithson Valley. So following a 1-1 tie, Dalen Burris in the 50th minute, moments ago, scored the go-ahead goal for Clemens, which gives them a 2-1 lead at this point. Thank you for joining us this evening. Our first look at Smithson Valley Rangers soccer this season, and more on the way. We talked about the next game coming on February 12th, a week from this coming Friday, as the Rangers take on East Central. You can catch all the action right here on the Rangers Network. Rangers tonight, of course, without leading scorer Ryan Harley, responsible for 6 points and an assist on the season. Actually, a correction on Colton Atkins' goal. He scored 4 coming into this one this evening, so he picked up his 5th this evening and 5 assists on the year. So as we get updated numbers, we will pass those along. 5th goal on the season for Colton Atkins. A whistle will check this. This appears to be a throw-in coming for whom? Yes, indeed, for Clemens is getting set to throw this in is Jordan Betterton. Get things sorted out. Betterton with the throw. And the Buffaloes will keep possession. This time Charles, but he falls, no call, and Smithson Valley comes away with the ball. Now moving down, trying to cross. They had Franz trailing, but no luck there as that one didn't materialize. And the ball sails out. This is a throw-in for Smithson Valley. They try to move it down. They were in scoring territory, but good defense by Clemens clears the ball, and the Buffaloes are moving. Jenkins comes out, kicks that back into Clemens territory. The Buffaloes come away with it once again. Smithson Valley, a good number of scoring opportunities this evening. Just need to capitalize when they're in close in the zone there. Throw in, that one hits off a Clemens Buffalo and out of bounds. And it'll be the Buffaloes with possession currently. Here's Callahan. Ball stolen, or ball possession taken over by Smithson Valley as they try to move the ball down. Breu over with the stop. And he'll kick it away for Clemens. Just under 19 minutes now left to go in tonight's match. Clemens out to a 2-1 lead. Here's Smithson Valley on the throw-in. This one out of bounds. It'll result in another throw-in for Smithson Valley. Rangers, of course, 6-1 thus far on the year. They're 1-0 in district. Looking at last year's record, they finished the season 12-5-4, 8-2-4 in district. Trying to build on that this year. And thus far, definitely making noise as one of the teams to contend with. 27-6A. There's an injured Smithson Valley Ranger right now down on the pitch. Clock is stopped. We'll step away. 17:26 left to go here in the second half. Our score, Clemens 2, Smithson Valley 1. Back with more second half action in a moment here on the Rangers Network.
Tonight's broadcast on Rangers Network is brought to you by GVTC, Ferris Orthodontics, Smoky Moe's Barbecue, Fisher's Market, Sage Capital Bank, HEB, Summerhill Dental, Dermatology San Antonio, and Wick Productions.
Hi, I'm Donna. I'm so excited to welcome Dermatology San Antonio to Smithson Valley.
I think we made a great decision.
You know, you have a beautiful office, but I brought a few things that I think you're really going to like.
Donna?
Principal Wall, are you here to welcome Dermatology San Antonio to Smithson Valley as well?
No, I'm here for my 3 o'clock Diamond Glow facial.
Principal Wall.
Back to live action here at Ranger Stadium on the campus of Smithson Valley High School. Clemens Buffaloes 9-0-1 on the season with a 2-1 lead over Smithson Valley. Rangers, as we mentioned, 1-0 in district. Clemens, lone hiccup came on Saturday the 16th of January as part of the Austin Lakes Elite Showcase as they played to a 2-all tie on the campus of Lake Travis High School in Austin against Lake Travis. Smithson Valley controlling the ball. Get down, no call there as Clemens comes away with the ball. Moving, finding a man, setting things up as they penetrate the Rangers zone over to Callahan. Ball intercepted. And cleared downfield for the Rangers. This will be handled by Brayus. He picks it up, gets set for a throw to one of his trailing players as this one sails toward the sidelines, kept in. And Smithson Valley gets a hold of it, kicks it out. That'll result in a throw-in for the Clemens Buffaloes. Notice there the pass, that time to the freshman, Gelson. Jenkins punts this downfield. Clemens coming away. This kicked out of bounds. I believe that'll be off the foot of J.D. Worley. And it'll result in a Clemens throw-in. Clemens last saw action this past Friday, the 29th. They got a big 10-1 win at Lenoff Stadium over the Judson Rockets. And whistle, I believe this will result in a free kick for Smithson Valley. Case, ball in play. Shot knocked away by Breu and gathered in. In that game, big output from Dalen Burris. 2 goals and an assist on the evening. Caleb Callahan himself with a pair of goals. And Karsten Gunea picked up a pair of goals in that one. Other goals going to Hayden Sharp, Christian Govea. Whistle and a stoppage of play once again. And this will be a throw in for Clemens. And this will be deep in their end. A little bit earlier we were mentioning about the fact that due to COVID restrictions and social distancing, prevention of large gatherings, this will be a change of possession as the Rangers get to throw this in, and they'll throw it in deep Clemens territory, trying to center. Ball knocked away. This time deep. Jenkins over in time to kick it out of bounds. As we were mentioning, no gala this year, trying to prevent large gatherings. What's going on is the Smithson Valley Athletic Booster Club is sponsoring an all-sports raffle, okay? Their goal is to raise $100,000. It's to purchase equipment and provide scholarships to athletes. Now, you look on the field this evening prior to the opening kickoff, and you notice Smithson Valley in the vest. That's just part of what these funds go to. As we mentioned, scholarships, equipment for all 12 UIL sports teams, here on the campus of Smithson Valley High School. This raffle will take place. Tickets are only $10, and it's very important, as I was mentioning, due to the fact that the gala cannot take place. Great prizes in this year's raffle I want to tell you about. A full set of braces that donated by our friends at Next Level Orthodontics. We thank them for that donation. A Louis Vuitton bag also donated. Yeti Tundra Hall wheeled hard cooler in beautiful navy. And Apple AirPods Pro and a Samsung 65-inch smart TV. As we see Colton Atkins now down on the turf, getting up under his own power, walking it off. That's a good sign. Certainly a good sign. Goal earlier this evening, his 5th of the season. He's running things off. To finish this thought, now through the 28th of February at 7 p.m., you're able to get your tickets. Get them often. Drawing will be held at that time, 7 p.m. on the 28th, and you can see it live right here on the Ranger Network. You can find which one of those fabulous prizes you're going to be taking home. Winners will be contacted the following Monday, March 1st. Tickets can be purchased online, this through your favorite Smithson Valley athlete. Also, check out the Smithson Valley Athletic Booster Club Facebook page. There's a link there on how you can get your raffle tickets. Let's all get behind this great cause and support our Smithson Valley athletes. Jenkins gathers the ball in. And moves it downfield. Smithson Valley certainly with their chances a little bit earlier, just unable to convert. They've been deep in the Clemens zone quite a bit this evening. Of course, still plenty of match left at just under 11 minutes at this point. Now in possession, this is Gelson, the freshman. With the ball down. Brayu comes over to gather the ball in. And I believe we've got another injured Smithson Valley Ranger down on the pitch. We'll check this out. This was a nice pass. This to the freshman. Gelson, who apparently took the hit. He's being tended to now by the training staff at Smithson Valley. Appears to be getting up under his own power. And that, of course, a good sign. Lots of kicks, lots of hits take place in an 80-minute match. Just like basically with any field of athletic competition that you can find, high school level or any level for that matter. It's always a good sign when these athletes can bounce back and continue play. Seems to be the case. Gelson walking off under his own power. And I'm not sure if he'll head to the bench. That will apparently be the case. So we await the referee's whistle to get action restarted as we are just about 3/4 of the way through the second half. 10:41 left to go. Clemens holding on to a 2-1 lead. They got that off a Dalen Burris goal at the 50th minute to break a 1-all tie. So our referee getting things squared away. Luke Briu with the ball. And he will put it in play momentarily. Kick down, and Callahan in control for Clemens. As he tries to kick this, it'll go out of bounds. This will be a throw in for Smithson Valley. Rangers continue play this coming Friday. When they take the road, they'll travel to San Antonio to face the South San Bobcats. It's coming Friday evening at 7:15. As we mentioned, our next broadcast right here on the 12th, 1 week from this Friday, February 12th, when the East Central Hornets come to Smithson Valley to take on the Rangers. We look forward to seeing you then as well. Smithson Valley with a throw in now is getting set to throw it in. Amaya. He does. He finds Colton Atkins. Here's Burris taking the ball over. Shot. Save that time by Jenkins. Despite giving up 2 Burris goals this evening, Jenkins very impressive in goal. Rangers with possession. Jax Atkins giving chase. An infraction results in a free kick for Smithson Valley. Coming on for that, Teague Maples. Rangers setting things up as Maples stands by, make sure everything is set. Awaiting the sign and gets his right foot into this. Ball comes away. Rangers try to keep it in play. It's out of bounds. Throw in by Clemens. Once again off another Smithson Valley Ranger and preparing to throw the ball in. Jordan Betterton does so. Clemens trying to work things down. Smithson Valley putting on good defense. Make sure they knock the ball away. 7:37 and counting in tonight's match, with Clemens holding on to a 2-1 lead. Once again, for all practical purposes, this game will result in who will take over first place in 27-6A. Saved by Jenkins that time as he hauls that down. The throw. And the Rangers have possession. Gambatello, ball goes out of bounds. Be a throw in. And coming over J.D. Worley. Correction, it'll be a free kick. As the ball did not sail out of bounds, Worley gets this away. Smithson Valley turns it over. Here's Burris running for Clemens. Pass upfield, shot. Good stop that time once again by Jenkins. Gets this away. Clemens will come away with it. Minyard handles the ball. The pass, far side. That is Caden Turner. Ball kicked and sailing out of bounds. This will be a throw in for Smithson Valley. Clemens with the throw. Smithson Valley comes away with possession. A whistle. And this apparently will result in a free kick. J.D. Worley will handle this for Smithson Valley. Worley puts it in play. Downfield. Oh, just out of the reach. Right out of the range, that is, of the Smithson Valley player that was down in the zone as Breu pulls that away. Clock stops now with 4:50 left to go in the second half. And the referee will signal to put things in play. Pass goes to Dilworth. Over to Beddington. And Smithson Valley comes away with the ball. No foul call that time. We'll check this out. This is Yoshim with the ball, as you see coming over Minyard. But no whistle that time. Smithson Valley with possession. Now there's a whistle. And we'll check this. Yoshim trying to make something happen. That whistle called, I believe that was on Jordan Betterton, which will result in a free kick for Smithson Valley. And on to take it is Colton Atkins. Now, we recall good things happen when Atkins took a free kick back at the 26-minute mark of the first half. The kick. This one saved by Breu. Shot. Breu gathers it in. So now a stoppage in play. Timeout called by the referee. Maybe just wanted to let the young men know, hey, remember who's in charge here. And on the kick, another whistle and another timeout called. As the referee shows a yellow card to the goalie, Luke Breu. That coming in the 76th minute of our match this evening. Two yellows presented this evening by the officiating crew. And this should result in another free kick for Smithson Valley, as Colton Atkins is on to take it. And some of the fans getting on the officiating crew. But would it be a soccer match if that didn't happen? Referee making sure everyone is ready before he blows that whistle to put the match back into play. Colton Atkins once again on to take the free kick for Smithson Valley. And there's the whistle. Atkins, shot, save, Breu. Another big stop by the Clemens goalkeeper. Smithson Valley running out of time. They've got to make something happen here within the next, 2 minutes and 40 seconds or so as they trail 2-1. And whistle they're going to get J.D. Worley for that, I believe. However, a yellow card was shown. It appeared to be shown to Caden Turner, and he's questioning. The yellow card showed to Caden Turner of Clemens. The young man certainly didn't like that call. So our officiating crew certainly not afraid to show the yellow card this evening, as that's the third instance that we've seen with 2.5 minutes left to go in the contest this evening. That'll result in a free kick for Smithson Valley. When play comes back in. Apparently a change of goaltenders at this point, as it looks like White is in for Clemens. As Bree was on the sideline. Well, a discussion going on between White and the referee. As we're trying to get things sorted out. White now on his feet. And the referee says, I guess we can get things set up to get things into action at this point, with 150 ticks of the clock left to go in tonight's match. There's the free kick for Smithson Valley. As his head's down, Clemens, Callahan with possession. Callahan on the dribble. Brings it back in. Pass was away to Burris, however, comes over to Smithson Valley as they take possession. Burris playing a little defense as is Reichner, but the Rangers have possession of the ball. Clemens clears. Smithson Valley answers. Here's Burris. The kick will go out of bounds and result in a goal kick for Smithson Valley. Whistle by the referee once again. The clock stopped with 1:32 left to go in the match this evening. Clemens a 2-1 lead currently. As Jenkins awaits the whistle, which is right there to put the ball in play, and he does. There's a pass. Smithson Valley player given chase, but knocked away that time. That was Casson Dilworth defensively. Now back in goal, Brayu is apparently Clemens alternating goalies. Brayu's kick, now under a minute left to go in the match this evening. Here's Callahan. Tries to pass ahead. Jenkins will come away with this. Smithson Valley tries to advance the ball. And does. Here's Yochum. Pass goes out of bounds off a Clemens player. Yochum with the throw in, looking for Franz. This one kicked away, and it will be out of bounds on Clemens once again. Now Yochum with the throw in, under 20 seconds, 15 as Smithson Valley has to work quickly. Pass far side. This will go out of bounds on Smithson Valley, and it'll be a throw in for Clemens. At 4, 3, 2, 1. And the Smithson Valley Rangers suffer their second setback of the young season as they fall this evening to the Clemens Buffaloes by a final of 2-1. I'd like to thank you for joining us this evening and remind you to join us again on Friday, February 12th, as the Rangers play host to the East Central Hornets with a 7:15 kickoff right here on the Ranger Network. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, so long, everybody.